Hello friends, welcome back to my channel F Sheikh Excel Master, and this is your friend Faraj Sheikh. And today we are going to learn an amazing data transformation with the help of the Power Query. We are going to see also some amazing tricks that how can we handle such kind of a data and we can transform into a proper tabular structure. So this is the data what is being shared by my friend. And he is very worried that how he's going to separate out the date and the amount into a proper tabular structure where he has the customer names and the date. Well, many people suggested him that the macro is the only solution for his problem, but I have something better for him. The first thing what we are going to do is that we are going to convert this data into a table range. So I'll just select my cell over here, and Excel is quite smart enough to detect my data. Yes, this is a single column data, it doesn't have headers, and I will call it as my data. Does look perfect, and let's call this table also as my data. After this, we are going to turn the magic on now. We're going to go to the Power Query. So go to Data Ribbon tab from Table Ranges. In case if you're using Excel 2016, then this table icon will appear over here. Since I'm using Office 365, it has a large icon for the table. So I'm going to select from table. My data is got loaded in the Power Query. That looks good. The first thing what we are going to do is that we want to extract the customer name. Is it so difficult? No. So follow me. Go to add columns. Make a duplicate columns. Now transform. And then transform this to a whole number or decimal number. I just needed a number. Now again transform. Replace. Replace errors. And we are going to replace it by the value null. Good. Now we are going to go to add conditional column. This is where the magic comes. Customer name, and we want the customer name. If my operator equals to null, then select my data, or let's call it as null. That's good. And now we're going to right click and go fill down. That's cool. We got our customer names here. I'll just move this column. And now we're going to remove the null values. We don't need them anymore. And even we don't need this column. Excellent. It was not that difficult to get the customer names. Now let's see how are we going to separate out these dates and amounts. We are going to go to add columns and add an index number. It doesn't matter you add from 0 or 1. So I have selected from 0. If you closely look your data, have you noticed something? Just try it, my friends. Yes, our dates are in alternate sequence. If you see the consistency of the data, what has been extracted from the systems is an even number. What we are going to do is we are going to go to add columns and we are going to do a mathematics. And that mathematics, we are going to say mod of 2. Wow, this is what I was looking for. Ones and zeros. Now I'm going to go to conditional column. And this is my data type. And from mod equals to 0, the value, if it is 0, call it as a date, or else call it as an amount. Excellent. So we got our dates and amounts. We don't need this column anymore. I'm going to remove it. So I have my data, date and amount in a proper sequence. Now let us go and transform and convert it to pivot. And my data, I'm going to open the advanced option. My values are data, my data, and do not aggregate them. We got our data. Now, just two simple steps. We're going to select this column, right click, and fill up this data, and the null value which is there, we are going to remove that null value, and we're going to remove this index, and this data type is only date, and this is the currency. Go home, close and load to, and we are going to do in the existing sheet. Okay, here you have it, my friend. Date and amount being separated in a proper table structure. Now let us see by adding some few more values. We are going to cut this data, make sure that you paste it in the table range. Yeah, Control V. Excel is quite smart enough to detect that table range. You say right click and refresh. Great man, I got my data here. Since my names are in ascending order, so that's the reason you must be seeing that customer number 13 and 14 are appearing there. But still, if you need to sort that one, you can go to edit. Before we remove the index column, we're going to sort this index column. The reason why we are getting this message, my friends, is because we are going to insert the steps in our applied steps. Well, the best practice is always to remove the steps, what we have done. I mean to say that you have to reverse back your steps, then to include it. But anyhow, in this step, it will not have any impact on the further steps. So we are going to say it okay. And now, if you see here, close and load. Now my data is in the sequence. So whenever I'll make a new entry, it will automatically come down. And that's how you're going to transform your data from a single column to a proper table structure. You don't need a macro, my friend, you need a Power Query. I'll be keeping a soft copy of this Excel file on my Facebook group page so you can download from there. And I will highly encourage my friends to use Power Query when you're doing such kind of a data cleansing or data analyzing job. It's a really powerful tool and you should try it. Stay tuned to my channel and I'll be posting more Power Queries videos soon. Signing off for today, your friend Faraj Sheikh from F Sheikh Excel Master.